Didn't matter what your rank was, what your title was, what your role was, because we walked in that room, all we were doing was going to dissect our performance so that we can develop lessons learned to perform better. In that debrief, that's all it's about. It's not an evaluation of individual performance. It's not a time for leaders to come in and set in and kind of evaluate their people and see how it went. All it is to drive performance, or sorry, to evaluate performance and ultimately develop lessons learned.
So real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to know, how do you take that hat off? As, we're in a team here, there's 6 of us, okay, there's if I'm in there, we're talking about a negative event or a positive event, how do you remove sort of that leadership, that managerial, that CEO type of hat to be able to talk with the individual that you're debriefing?
There's a few things there. First of all, obviously the fighter pilot, from day one of Air Force pilot training as a young student. We start that integration right away, right? We come back, hey, we're going to debrief this sortie. So with us, it was a culture, it was a way we did business. And I think that's how organizations can also, integrate that and take that and you get around some of that stuff you're talking about. Because the more we do something, the better we get at it, right?
Sure.
So the more we do it, it's consistency. That's one thing. But even more important, I talked a lot earlier about transparency about leaders. So Darren, let's say you get your team members together, y'all go in a room and you're going to debrief, say, a certain task or event or a project. Well, the first thing you do, Darren, as a leader of the organization, what you should do is right away open up, set that tone of accountability, I call it, with some things you could have done better as a leader. What's some things you could have done better for the team? Hey, here's some things I want to identify that I either made a misstep on, or maybe a slightly questionable decision, or didn't set you up for. Then you go around the room and you say, what do you have for me?